Hey friends, welcome back. Another week of Good News Edition. We've been out finding all kinds of great stories and pieces that are really going to lift you up. And we're going to start off with a double dose of Reuben on the Road.
Ready?
Amarillo swim team started in 1969 as a team. I started here, head coaching here, about a month and a half ago, actually. Me and another head coach, we co-head coach the team. We have a staff of 5 coaches total, 2 head coaches and 3 assistant coaches. I started swimming when I was 10 years old with Clovis swim team, and then I kind of progressed through there. I went to state 4 consecutive years in high school, and then I started coaching my coaching career with Canyon swim team, and then ended up finding myself here. This team is very large and we're growing rapidly, so it's a great opportunity to be here.
I like it because it's fun, because it's good exercise, and because it's a great sport. I like these coaches because she gives a lot of advice. She's a really good coach. And then Coach Quay is really good too. And I like Coach Sam, I don't know, I like him a lot because he was my coach for the summer. He's really good, yeah. The coaches are great.
In around 1906, I don't have a specific date, but that's pretty close. And when they got it ordered, it came from the plans, the materials, including the windows, the doorknobs, everything, the ceiling, that beaded ceiling, that all came in bundles from Chicago, Illinois, on the railroad. And then it came to Narra Vista on the railroad, and from there it was freighted, the bundles and everything, to over here close to Amistad. At that time it was very common because out here on the prairie there wasn't that much lumber, and so Montgomery Ward and Sears, and there were 2 or 3 others that were selling kit houses, and that's what they called them. Came in a kit, and it was quite. And you can find them in small towns. If it's a 2-story house and old, it probably came from the catalog. We have this from one of the catalogs, the old catalog, and it says this house would be sold for $699, and then you could buy it by the month. It's history. It's the history of our community, all rolled up in one little place. And when you look around, you'll see that the community has given us treasures of their family that are reminiscent of yesterday. And it's kind of a walk in the past.
Hey, don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more good news. Welcome back. Lindsay's been out making friends in new places. She's been to Logan, New Mexico. Let's hear from her.
Logan is located in northeast New Mexico, with Ute Lake State Park boosting tourism in Logan. And during peak holidays, the population grows tremendously.
We go from a population of 1,000 to roughly 20 to 30,000 people on the busy weekends.
Tourism feeds Logan's economy along with ranching and farming. Logan offers a variety of quality of life activities, from recreational at the lake to golf, sports, and mom and pop shops. Currently under construction, a nearly $5 million sports complex, 100% grant funded by the state of New Mexico.
They're going to be able to play basketball, pickleball, there's going to be a softball, a pump track, have an indoor and an outdoor pavilion.
Phase 1 is expected to be completed next month. Logan also has other projects underway.
Sewer projects, we have water projects, road projects. We currently provide water to our neighbors to the south, San Juan, New Mexico, and we are looking at putting a new water line that goes behind the dam under the Canadian River to them.
Well, Kelsey Davis has been busy. Let's see who she's been chatting it up with.
As a mom, life is crazy and things are hard. You know, I knew it was gonna be hard, you know, stepping into motherhood, but some things, I mean, it's just nice to know that there are resources and support available. And so that's primarily what Hippie does. Is that kind of what you would agree with, or can you kind of elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes, so the good thing overall about the Coalition of Health, we offer all these programs, Hippie being one of them. Hippie targets more of our ages now. Thankfully, we added our little learners. This is our second year going into it, so it's from ages 2 all the way to the age of 5. The latest we want to enroll them is about their 4th, so it could be in our year 2 program.
Absolutely.
And we just target those ages because that's where it's most important before they get to school.
Yeah.
We want to prepare them. We want to make sure that when they get to school, they're not like, oh, Mom, I don't know what this is, or feel left out.
Yes.
So we want them to capture that.
Can you kind of just talk about the importance of finding that circle, finding those people there to, you know, help you navigate motherhood, fatherhood, parenthood in general?
Yes, so that's the good thing about our program. You do get an assigned home visitor. That one targets about that. Targets one, as already when you become a parent, even if you're a mom or a dad, it's hard, it's difficult. So your circle matters, because you get people to, you go to for advice. So when you get that assigned home visitor, sometimes you're like, no, I can't confide in nobody. That's perfect. That's fine.
Yeah.
We understand, you know. But as you start meeting with that home visitor, that becomes your go-to person. And then slowly you open your door to the next person. We don't realize how important it is to have somebody to not so much rely on, but as a backbone whenever you need that break. Because it's so important. We all get burnt out.
Yes.
And it's important to not get burnt out. We want to make sure that's the whole purpose in the community, to stay connected. That's why we have these events. That's why we make sure to assign you to somebody. It starts from the very beginning. And to be honest, that's one of the reasons why I really, really enjoy the Coalition of Health, working with them. God created us to share kindness, and I realized that I have a passion to share these things that if I don't know, we'll find it. If you don't know, like we'll
figure it out together.
Yes.
Yeah.
But overall, falling in love with not so much Coalition, not so much Hippie, but the fact that I have, how we said, kids of my own, and experiencing coming across through these programs, they've helped me go through these stages with my kids from birth to now, where I didn't feel so alone. They don't know how much they've impacted my life, where it wasn't so like, yes, I had my stressful moments, my anxiety moments, you know, but they eased that. They helped me, they guided me through it because of the resources that I was able to get.
Golden Rule Barbecue is known for its, well, barbecue. But when you walk through the doors, you'll find that food isn't the only thing they are serving.
Sometimes you really don't know what people are going through until they tell you, or you do something nice and they're like, hey, you have no idea what I'm going through.
Corey and Barbara Allen were driving down I-20 when they blew a tire. The Golden Rule parking lot was the closest place to leave their car. Barbara was worried about the car being towed, so she called the store to let them know they would move the car as soon as they got the money to fix the tire. Then Barbara got a call back.
My name's Daniel. I'm with Golden Rule Barbecue. How are you today?
And she could not believe what happened next.
I just want to let you know that we went ahead and bought you a new tire for your car. It's already on there.
My kids were in the room with us. We were shocked. And I actually started to cry, but I was trying to keep my nerves together.
That was kind of mind-blowing. Definitely wasn't expecting that.
And once the shock wore off, the Allens went to Golden Rule to pick up their fixed car, free of charge.
There are good people in the world, and things like this, they do happen. We're proof of it.
But that isn't the end of the story. Some of the regulars at Golden Rule heard about this from TikTok and decided to step in.
They coming in and they're like, hey, can we give you some money so, you know, we can be a part of being able to help people?
Because of that generosity, the restaurant was able to give the Allen family free barbecue for an entire year.
We are living proof that here at Golden Rule that they do practice the Golden Rule.
It's a short one, but we'll be right back after this break. Well, hey friends, here at News Channel 10, we have the opportunity to find and share positive and inspirational stories with you. And now we're bringing you those good news stories on Good News Edition, where we can highlight those great stories from around our area. And don't forget, you can find plenty more good news on newschannel10.com and your favorite streaming apps. Well, the community of Sunray has really come together. Let's hear about their good news.
Cheers filled Sunray High as students learned they won $25,000 and a spot in T-Mobile's top 25.
We're in this because T-Mobile gave us an opportunity to rally somehow to help our school. And the people in this community were able to do that. And I'm not surprised that we're where we are based on the community that we live in. But we would not have had the opportunity for this had it not been for the folks at T-Mobile.
The grant will fund new sound systems, electrical equipment, internet, and track repairs, all aimed to bring the field back to life.
This community has really rallied together, and we're working on just building that stadium back up to make new memories and to move forward. And it's just really given us something to rally around and come together on, and so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sunray High is one of only 2 Texas schools to make the top 25, standing out among nearly 300 entries statewide.
Never did I dream that we would be here. It gives me goosebumps every time I think about it. It's just such an emotional thing for us because we've just been through a lot, and I'm just so grateful to them and that they care about rural America.
Sunray is one step closer to the grand prize, a full $1 million field makeover, and much more.
People from Texas are from Texas first and foremost, and I know if Texas supports Sunray, that we're coming home with that $1 million.
On October 10th, T-Mobile is set to host a celebration of this win during halftime of the Bobcats' home game.
1 foot comes around and then through.
Learn to ride, learn to race. Zane Moore
Pick the bike up.
is an ace of a coach for these young bikers in Southwest Portland.
We're gonna go counterclockwise around the water bottle. I really want to teach them just like the love for cycling. This is such a cool sport. There's so many different routes you can go.
Moore is a 19-year-old Ida B. Wells High School graduate and cross-country star with the Guardians class of 2024. The Oregon State engineering student is the reigning Oregon Ironman, a 1.2-mile swim, 56-mile bike, and a half marathon from Salem in July.
That was the most unbelievable experience. Like I crossed the finish line just like I couldn't believe it was 2,500 participants. It was a dream come true for sure.
The top triathlete in the Beaver State then powered up to swim, cycle, and run with the best of them and took home the top prize yet again in his age group at the USA Triathlon National Championships in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I just constantly had people at races saying oh, I wish I got in the sport at your age. So that's kind of what I want to do here is get kids into the endurance sports a little younger too.
Zane grew up cycling like many did at the Alpenrose Velodrome.
That was actually some of the first cycling races I ever got into. That was kind of what got my door into just cycling.
The old dairy has been sold and bulldozed to make way for a housing development.
We lost the velodrome. You know, we don't have the showcase that we once did.
It's so exciting to see you working today. You all are really something. And it seems like with Zane, you're even better than the sum of your parts.
Longtime local cycling coach John Beninati met Zane where the teen taught swimming at the Southwest Community Center.
Seat tube. That's right.
If I'm passing my torch onto that kid, well, it's going to burn a lot brighter now.
The two established the Bus Station Cycling Salon for neighborhood kids over the summer in the Multnomah Presbyterian Church parking lot and at Gabriel Park.
It was our effort to create that sort of test space to get started in cycling and work on the skills.
Try it a little lower. There you go. Good, ready?
Inspired by the popular bike bus movement, Zane's Speed and Skills clinics have gotten the younger generation on board for a potential ride for life.
I certainly want everyone to learn to be good citizens. We talk about benevolence, good form, simplicity, and team. And I see a great seed, I mean, something like I've never seen before, really, in all of these bike buses, Sam Balto's Bike Bus World. It's phenomenal. It's global. And what are we going to do with all that great cycling talent, all those interested families?
Bicycles and Ideas for Kids Empowerment. It's the 30th year of John's nonprofit getting kids on two wheels here. And good luck to Zane in his sophomore year at Oregon State. He'll come back in the summertime and get kids cycling yet again.
If you go away now, you'll miss more good news. More of that coming up. All right, with this next story, I'm going to lift you up to new heights. Let's take a look. Just down the road in Albuquerque, the largest hot air ballooning event in the world will take place in just over a week as hundreds of balloonists from around the globe gather for the International Balloon Fiesta. As somewhat of a preview of the event, I recently teamed up with a Rainbow Riders outfit for a flight and to learn more about the science and art associated with hot air ballooning. Most flights begin early around daybreak when cool, calm conditions are present below a layer of warm air aloft that creates an inversion. The Albuquerque area in general offers suitable weather conditions frequently.
We have the Sandia Manzana Mountains to the east and the mesa out towards the west of town. We also do get some very light winds during the morning hours.
Okay, yeah, that's close. On this morning, conditions were perfect with quiet weather, clear skies, and hardly any wind. Pilot, crew, and passengers were anxious to get into the air. Taking to the air and embracing becoming part of the sky is an incredible experience as you slowly drift up and along and take in your vast surroundings from this vantage point. It's easy to understand why some pilots just can't fly enough.
Have to rely on Mother Nature and a certain skill set. It's really more of an art to drive these things around in the sky. My altitude record, I have gone up to 17,986 feet. Highest we can legally take them without permits or permission from the FAA is 17,999 feet.
The peaceful nature of flying surprises some people.
The calmness. Everybody seems to have this notion that it's like a roller coaster ride or some sort of fancy elevator ride, but it's calm, it's relaxing, just floating along with the wind.
Ascending to about 1,000 feet.
Generally the balloon rides right about 90 to 100 degrees warmer than the ambient temperature to create the lift needed.
Pilots in the air around Albuquerque attempt to utilize an interesting phenomenon called the box, where wind currents blow from different directions at different altitudes.
That effect basically causes balloons to basically go down to the south towards downtown from Balloon Fiesta Park and then go up and then return back to Balloon Fiesta Park.
So on the surface it'll be going from the north to the south. And then from there you can climb in altitude generally, and the prevailing winds will be coming from the south to the north. So in theory you can take off at one spot, travel to the south, climb up, come back, and land in the same place you took off from.
Have you ever pulled that off?
Oh yeah. Yeah, plenty of times.
Touchdown. It's no coincidence that the upcoming fiesta is located in this region and at this time of year.
Sitting down in this valley with the mountain off to the east of us, it's generally calm on the surface in the mornings, and we typically get 300 to 330 days a year that are flyable here.
It generally happens more during that fall period just because we get those lighter winds.
During the fiesta, meteorologists play a crucial role in safety, primarily monitoring wind.
Generally, the event organizers, their thresholds for normal hot air balloons is under 10 miles per hour for the wind.
So far, all systems are go for a great fiesta this year, and it's just a day trip away from our area. So a unique environment puts our region on the international stage for hot air ballooning. Now that's some good news. I'm Doppler Dave for News Channel 10. Well, we're near the end here, but we can't finish up until we see where Sheldon has paid it forward.
It's time for our latest edition of Pay It Forward with Carpet Tech. I've got Bethany here with us today. You say we find someone to go pay it forward to?
Yes, let's go help someone out. Here is 100, 200, and 300.
Thank you very much. Let's go out there and pay it forward. are you today?
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica, nice to meet you. Have you got somebody you'd like to pay it forward to
I
today?
do. And so him and his wife had their house burnt down in Mobeetie, Texas 3 years ago. So they moved here to Amarillo. Unfortunately, his wife had Alzheimer's disease and passed away a year ago. It'll be a year ago on Friday. And he's just had a rough year, a very rough year. He's 90 years old and they were married 72 years. It would mean everything. I think it would just brighten his whole day.
He would do it for somebody if they really needed it. He would give them a shirt on his back.
Most definitely.
Well, it's time again for our latest edition of Pay It Forward here in Amarillo today. I've got Jessica and Morgan here with me today. We're going to go pay it forward to Ace. He said Ace is a neighbor who they certainly think could use this $300 today, and so that's exactly what we're going to do is go give this to him. So I'll go ahead and give this money from Carpet Tech. We've got $100, $200, and $300. There we go. The wind tries to take it here in Amarillo, Texas. It's going to make his day a little bit brighter.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Hello, how's everybody doing? I've been wanting to meet you for a long time.
Well, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
We've been told all about you from Jessica here.
Yeah, I'm having a little trouble with my mouth, but it's getting well. I had a horse that hit me the bull hit me in the jaw, and I'm having a little trouble with it, but everything's going fine.
Well, going good. Well, Jessica here, she's got something for you. Maybe it'll help a little bit. Huh?
I just feel like the Lord's blessed you today. So here you go. 1, 2, and 3. And I pray that you have way better days.
Yeah, I will have you. I thank y'all very, very much. Just appreciate you digging this everything good. But I've been wanting to meet you and everything. And, I finally did.
I am glad I got to meet you this way. Jessica,
Okay.
she stopped and she just really wanted to give you that $300. And what does this gift from Jessica and Morgan mean to you today?
Okay, I'm
What
doing
does
fine.
it mean? What does it mean?
It means that I can get some stuff taken care of and paid off, and I appreciate that. That's just something a blessing that I'll always remember.
Hope you enjoyed all the great good news and positive stories we had for you this week. We'll be back next week at the same time with the latest good news edition. Between now and then, catch a lot of good news on News Channel 10, newschannel10.com, and all your favorite streaming apps. Until next week, I'm Doppler Dave.